I know you've seen the comments on videos. You've maybe even seen the blog posts. So I decided to pack my bags, hit the highway, and come uncover the truth about Easley, South Carolina. Make sure you stick around to see if Easley really is as bad as they say. Don't move to Easley, South Carolina. Don't move to Easley, South Carolina. Don't move to Easley, South Carolina. So one rumor is that the best thing about Easley is that you can get to Greenville in 20 minutes. And I just think that is a terrible best thing about a city. I mean, imagine if the best thing about you is that you're easy to get away from.
I think that it's a great location, you know, for one, because of the location. Right between 20 minutes from downtown Greenville, 20 minutes down to, Clemson.
Yep.
Like downtown Greenville, that's not too far away. You can even go to Clemson. You're kind of in between everything.
And I personally don't feel the need to run to Greenville like other people do. So
one big rumor that's just hanging over Easley is that Easley is full. But is it really full? And if not, why are so many people saying it? Well, I have a theory. Easley really only has two main highways. There's Highway 93, which also serves as Main Street right behind me. And there's Highway 123, which will get you to Greenville in 20 minutes or Clemson, South Carolina in 20 minutes. And if everybody's on those two main streets, obviously it's gonna feel like more than the 25,000 people that live here. So this is Main Street, and it is 4 o'clock on a school night. So the school buses are on the road, parents are on the road to go pick up their kids, and people are maybe making their way back from work if they're slackers and leaving early. So, is traffic a big problem in Easley? You take a look.
Well, you hear the traffic is bad, but it is bad. So you can't lie about that.
No, can't lie about the bad traffic.
Yeah.
The traffic is not bad. The traffic is not as bad as they say it is.
Okay. Gonna be here for a while. As you know, Main Street is usually the place where businesses set up. But here in Easley, it's also the place for trains. So it's very busy with many trains coming through every single day. So if you are sitting outside sipping your coffee, it is probably not gonna be that peaceful. It's loud. One cool thing about trains, now that we're talking about them, is Easley's Trains on Main. So there are 11 different miniature statues of trains scattered all throughout Main Street. And it's like a scavenger hunt for you to find them. So that's something that Greenville has with Mice on Main, and it's cool to see it here. So one unique thing about Easley's downtown is that they have a crematory and funeral home directly in the center. And they serve America's favorite brown drink, coffee. But rest assured, they let me know that they always make sure to keep their coffee grounds separate, so everything's fine. So we're gonna head over to Coffee Corner where their caffeine could wake up the dead.
He watched that tape last week, and this morning he woke up dead.
I mean, one cup couldn't hurt. Well, at least I'm in the right place, because these puns are killing me. So there's word on the street that Easley doesn't have a real downtown. And I'm gonna say that's false. I mean, now, if you're a 21-year-old party animal from New York City and you come down here looking to get your wiggle on until the wee hours of the morning, this is not your place. You'll probably cry here. But Easley does have a real downtown. So another thing I hear about a lot when mentioning Easley is the silos. So we're here at the silos to see what all the fuss is about.
In a very laid-back atmosphere, of course, we're talking about the silos in Easley, South Carolina.
What we uncovered is that there's a lot of beer. So there's a brewery where these large silos go up into the air, and they got a lot of beer. There's also other restaurants, Indian food, Vietnamese food. You can get coffee, bagels, and a lot of other options here. And a large area to sit outside, watch TV, or maybe even catch a live performance if you're here on one of those nights. So overall, Silos is the place to be if you are here in Easley.
The property itself has given over $30,000 last year to local charities, all benefiting the community of the upstate.
So this is the Easley trailhead of the Doodle Trail. That's an 8.5-mile trail that leads from Easley, South Carolina up to Pickens, South Carolina. On each trailhead, you're gonna have free parking, bathrooms, and along the way, you're gonna see historic industrial sites, and of course, plenty of beautiful countryside. And if 8.5 miles wasn't enough, there's plenty of workout equipment for you to burn off that excess energy. So another rumor is that Easley, South Carolina is just so much more affordable than Greenville, South Carolina. Well, that one's mostly true. So according to Zillow, in July of 2024, the median sales price for a house in Greenville was $332,000 and Easley was $276,000. So when it comes to housing, it's a lot more affordable. Now with everything else, it's really not too much of a difference to sway you one way or the other, but I'm still gonna give that one a mostly true. Rather than take my word for it, we're gonna talk to some locals and see what they think. So I'm here with David and Stephanie. They're gonna give us the truth. So, David, how long have you been in Easley?
So I've been in Easley my whole life, actually. Yeah.
Wow, so 12 years.
21 years. About to be 22 this month.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. Okay. Now, what about you?
So I lived in TR, which is a good 45 minutes away,
Yeah.
almost. And I met him, and then we started dating, and then we got engaged. And
Ooh,
then we had a
congratulations.
baby. So I've lived in Easley for about, I want to say almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
And we actually just decided that we wanted to stay here for longer with the schools and everything. And we just bought our first home in March of this year. So
What a great year. Good.
Yeah, oh,
it
yeah.
was amazing.
Yeah. Inspiration.
Thank you.
So, what is the best thing about Easley?
Everything. Yeah, everything.
All right.
There's so much to do around here. You're a good distance away from everything that is
Oh,
fun
yeah.
and close by. Right here in downtown Easley, in the ice cream shop, there's so much to do around here.
Yeah.
Great.
I would say it's just like you have a lot of like options. You have Saluda River Dam. They just added the tubing. You have the lake 10-15 minutes away from here. You have local pools, water parks.
Bunch of restaurants.
Yeah, there's
factories,
so much. Yeah.
Everything.
I think that's what I like.
Right. Great. Well, I appreciate that answer. So, somebody from out of state who doesn't know if they want to live here yet, what's one thing they need to do before they leave?
We do have really good fairs. We have a fair coming up.
Okay.
And they're really, really inexpensive. It's super cheap whenever you go. I feel like it's just super fun to do all that and not having to pay $40 per person.
Yeah.
Whereas I know if I go to Helen, Georgia, I pay like $40, $50 for myself, and then it just adds up.
Oh,
but
yeah.
here, I think it's like cheaper than $20 per person.
Yeah. You're gonna be paying for 3 soon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I guess it also depends on like time of the year too, because just recently with like the 4th of July, they did like some big old event here.
Oh, it was
downtown Easley,
gorgeous.
Bunch
Yeah.
of fireworks. It was
Beautiful.
awesome, and it's free of charge. You don't have to pay anything to watch it. It's just.
And the festivals like that they do, like the farmers market that we have here on the weekends, pretty nice too, I think.
And what would you say is something that you commonly hear about Easley that you want to set the record straight on?
The traffic is not bad.
A lot of people complain about it.
That I don't think there's bad traffic at all. And I would say I want people to know that it's a very family orientated place. Hence to why I have a daughter now. I just felt like this was a very safe place. I mean, watching my spouse grow up and be the person he is and his siblings, I love the way that they are very well educated. They're all in school too. Like he just graduated really in August, like beginning of this month. So it was awesome.
Just stacking up
So I don't know. It's a very well place to grow up, and I think that's why I decided to move from where I was at to here.
Yeah.
So
that's great.
pretty well convinced.
I'm Renaldo. I'm here with
Brenda.
Rosalind.
And Rosalind. So, Brenda and Rosalind, how long have you been in Easley?
30 years.
30 years?
50 plus.
Woo! Not bad at all. So, you should be able to help us here. We're here to get the truth. So, what's the best thing about Easley?
I like the fact that it's a small community and everybody still cares about each other and looks out for each other.
Yeah, that's great.
Same thing.
Not like New York where they bump you off the way.
Yes, yes.
All right, same thing for you. All right. And let's say you're from out of state or somebody's from out of state and they're trying to decide if they should live here. What's one thing they should do before they leave?
I can't think of one thing.
Okay, two things.
It's a perfect location because you're close to the mountains and the beach.
Mm-hmm.
You're close
to go to the mountains because it's that Caesar's Head.
Mm-hmm.
It's right up the road there.
Yeah, Caesar's Head is beautiful.
Paris Mountain.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's something you commonly hear about Easley that you want to set the record straight about?
You hear the traffic is bad, but it is bad.
Anything else you think somebody who's considering this place should know, good or bad?
I can't really think of anything negative.
Okay, good. All right, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So I am here with
Marion Bowden.
Marion. So, tough questions for you.
All right.
Toughest one being, how long have you been in Easley?
I have been in Easley 22 years. Long time.
1 year older than me. I'm joking. I'm old. So, what is the best thing about Easley?
It's a great small community that is growing, but I think the people in Easley are what make Easley what it is.
Oh.
There are wonderful people in Easley.
That's sweet. Sounds like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
So, next question. Let's say it's somebody from out of state. They visit Easley to figure out if they should live here. What's one thing they should do before they leave?
Well, I tell all of them, if they just visit the bookstore, they will be sold.
And then last question. What's something you commonly hear about Easley that you want to set the record straight on?
I think people had told me when I first moved here, there's nowhere to shop, there's nowhere good to eat, but that's all changed. Easley has grown so much and added so many new restaurants, and there are stores here, and I personally don't feel the need to run to Greenville like other people do. So I think that we've got enough here to please everybody.
Yeah, that's a win. You heard it here first. So for a city that's supposedly full, it's hard to find people. So I'm gonna wait for that man to get closer so it's not weird me chasing him down.
Oh, I'm about to go to work.
Okay. So it's on to the next one. Here with
Robert Hendricks.
Robert. All right, Robert. Tough questions for you. How long have you been in Easley?
I've lived here pretty much all my life, so 50 something years.
Wow, that is a long time.
Yeah.
All right. So what is the best thing about Easley?
Probably the small town feel. Pretty much has everything you want in the town, but it's small enough to where, people know each other.
And let's say you're somebody from out of state, they come here and they don't know if they want to live here yet. What's one thing they need to do before they leave?
Well, I would say just check out the local small town shops downtown. We have a lot of sport and entertainment.
That's right.
Or athletic events, stuff like that.
Is the high school good?
The high school is okay. They do all right.
All right. That's better than terrible.
Yeah.
All right, and then last question. So, what's something you commonly hear about Easley that you want to set the record straight on?
I really haven't heard anything negative about Easley that much. You know.
That is a good thing.
Yeah,
all right.
Good.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right, so I'm here with Catlin. Gonna ask her some questions. So, Catlin, how long have you been living in Easley? Okay, well, on to the next one. Turn down again, so not everybody wants to talk. So that's all the truth you get today. Now that you know the truth about Easley, South Carolina, if you feel like this is a place you want to call home, make sure you give me a call. I'm Renaldo the Realtor. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.